Hi, welcome everybody. I thought I'd show you some nice price action today. Um, Basically, it's a couple of words to the setup I have here. It looks a bit overwhelming maybe, but normally I can put this on a bigger screen and there's a bit more space. Um, Right, so let me just say I'm scalping basically NAS 100 or US 100 on the 1 minute time frame. And um, on the right hand side, you can see the screen I'm using for my trading basically. As I said, the 1 minute. This is I'm trading CFDs. Um, And but what I do have in the middle, I also have the NAS future because I've been finding with the CFDs, you don't really get the volume information that's useful. You can see it here. The volume is going down, but you can see there's no really big spikes or anything like that. Whereas if you compare it to the futures in the middle there, it's basically the same chart, but the prices are a little bit different. And yeah, you can really see the volume spikes here. Um, when support kicked in or people wanted to push the price up. And that can be quite useful, especially on pullbacks. So you can see how much support there is when it pushes back up from a pullback, and that's more difficult to see on the CFDs because it's basically just contracts with your broker, and the volume is also totally different. And on the left-hand side, that one is basically a 10-minute chart, just to give a more of an overview of where we are. It's particularly useful because there might be some bigger kind of support and resistances visible on that chart. In fact, sometimes I switch to the 30-minute chart on the left, um, depending on where where we are. Um, yes, so I usually work with buy orders. You can see I've got a stop buy order set up here. In fact, what I'm doing here is more of a breakout trading. It's kind of, there's this resistance uh, we have here, and the price is trying to break through there, and I'm basically waiting for the price to break through. You got to be a bit careful, of course, because it might just spike through and then, fake out basically, and then go back again. Um, but this is actually not the kind of normal trading I do. Um, Usually I'm waiting for a pullback and then I'll just follow the price back to a moving average. For example, price is pulling back to the moving average. I'm using the 20, no, I'm using the 9 and the 21, sorry. Or moving back to a support level. Now you can see my trade here got triggered, so I'm in the trade. And yeah, I gotta set the stop loss here. These lines on the screen, you'll find I've got these colored lines. They're automatic. One of the indicators I use, I think it's called dynamic support and resistances. I also use some key levels. Maybe you can see there's some dashed gray sort of lines at certain levels. So yeah, price often kind of pauses there, so that's quite useful. And yeah, the key levels are any price basically ending in 0, 25, no, sorry, 0, 20, 35, 50, 65, and 80. So that's where I draw those lines. And yeah, As I said, this trade is a bit unusual because it's more of a breakout trade. You can see price is quite slow. I think this was already in the afternoon. I'm in Europe, so yeah, this is probably coming just before lunchtime in the US. And anyways, it's a bit slow, but it's going in the right direction. Yeah, and I'm trailing the stop loss here. Obviously, I want to make sure that, yeah, in case the price quickly decides to pull back, that I don't get caught out with a big loss. I usually I'm only trading one lot here. So what I usually do, I start out small, and depending how things develop, if it's a really clean price action and a really nice trend, and I'm doing quite well, I increase the number of lots, but I always start with small. Um, and yeah, that's quite useful also just to get into the swing of things, to get into the flow. Um, and if it's really choppy, I stay with small position sizes. Okay, that worked out very nicely. Yeah, maybe next time I'll show you the pullback scenario. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Bye.